sociological orders of the culture we're living in now. Because we are raising up women to be men.
Facts. That's facts. And we're encouraging them to do
And
it.
you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you are climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families.
And nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to care. All for the sake of proving that.
I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house. But until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away. Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk back to me this morning.
I've actually been reading up on this, and I don't think people understand how big of a change we made to our societal structure when women entered the workforce. This is the first time in human history where women are in direct competition with men for resources. Every civilization that has existed for long enough for us to know that they ever existed has used the motto, man go work and or hunt, woman stay home, take care of little people and house. We're essentially throwing away a strategy that got us airplanes and iPhones and has hundreds of thousands of years worth of proof of concept because a couple of women with blue hair decided they wanted to prove they don't need a man. The truth of the matter is women in the workforce is very new. It's essentially a social experiment. It's a social experiment that I would consider to be a failure. Sure, women are making more money, but it would be hard to argue that they're actually happy about that, especially when you look at the graphs that show the rise of mental health issues amongst women. Wage stagnation because we essentially doubled the workforce. The rise in obesity not only amongst adults but also amongst children because when both parents are at work, nobody's at home cooking, so everybody eats out. There's a whole list of problems that we never considered before we made this huge social change, and one of the ones that's most important to me is the death of church and community. Women are the glue that hold communities together and tend to be the organizers of social and communal events. With women in the workforce and other factors like pastors being exposed for scamming, church attendance has plummeted. Now, some people may say that's a good thing, but I would argue religious engagement to be a net benefit for society, leading to longer marriages and less infidelity.
There are a lot of things in this world that thin people will never understand. So this is a series that I'm starting called Fat Shit Thin People Will Never Understand. And to start this series off, here's something that my older sister does that seems very fatphobic. Enjoy. My sister's house, you see these goddamn chairs? I cannot fit in a single goddamn one of them. You see this bench? This is where I sit. It holds me. Some more of these goddamn chairs, okay? Okay, you see that plastic thick long chair that's wide? Yeah, my mom and I brought those here because she refused to buy bigger chairs for us. Because we don't fucking fit in these chairs. And she thinks we can. I'm gonna give you a little sample. All right. Le chair, all right? Le chair. I'm gonna put a towel in it because it's hot as balls. Le chair.
Oh, God.
Ow. Yeah, this hurts really bad. Like really, this hurts so bad. Yeah, my sister goes, see, you can sit in it. Can I sit in it comfortably? No. It's just the flat out refusal to buy wider chairs. Or, you know, maybe chairs without arms. Because you see this? This hurts.
What are we talking about?
It's just some bullshit that she'll never understand because she's been thin her entire life.
So your sister is fatphobic because she doesn't want to buy chairs that she doesn't need so that you can use her pool. And isn't that exactly what it is? Compensate me for my own personal failures, or you have a phobia and you're an is. Instead of trying to change the whole world, why don't you start by trying to change yourself? And if there's one thing you got to be accountable for, it's for what you put into your own body. Stop eating so much processed food. Stop going out to eat all the time. Stop drinking sugary drinks. Every time there's an empty spot in your stomach, you don't have to fill it with food. It's okay okay to be a little hungry sometimes. It builds character. With women leaving the household to go fold pants at the Banana Republic and so many people being single, there's nobody home to cook anymore, so we're outsourcing our food consumption to corporations. There's almost a direct correlation between high fructose corn syrup consumption and obesity in America, and since most people aren't putting corn syrup in their grits, you have to assume this is from people eating out all the time. And I gotta say this again, women being taught to abandon family to enter into the workforce is a social experiment, and it definitely played a part in the rise of obesity in America. But again, we ain't going back to the 1960s, so you might as well take in the information and do what humans do best: adapt. So basically, if you don't want to be a fatty boom batty, you should start by cooking your own food. And if you want to have clear skin, you should start by having a skincare routine. And that's why I'm happy to say today's video is brought to you by Tiege Ad. You've heard me talk about them before, and you're gonna hear me talk about them again because I know the positive impact their products can have on your skin. Seriously, I don't think some of y'all believe me when I say how much implementing a quality skincare routine can improve your confidence. Tiege Ad makes taking care of your skin less complicated. They give you everything you need and nothing you don't. I personally recommend y'all start with the level 1 system that comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 for protection from the sun, and last but certainly not least, the PM moisturizer. And to make it dead simple for people that are new to skincare like I was, they give you this instruction card in every single box that tells you when to use each product, how much of each product to use, and in what order to use them. I mean, the stuff is clutch. To be completely honest, skincare was never really something that I prioritized, but now that I'm on a good regimen, I can see the difference in my skin, and I realize just how important this stuff actually is. In all honesty, you don't even have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 positive reviews from men all over the globe. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tiege Ad get a ton of benefits, including 20% off retail price, exclusive monthly deals, you can pause or cancel it anytime, and shipping is free in the US. And because Tiege Ad is sponsoring today's video, they're offering you guys a great deal. All you gotta do is click the link in the description down below and you'll get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. In all seriousness, Tiege Ad has been one of the best brands that I've worked with, allowing me to maintain creative control over all of my content. This is a great way to support the channel, so click the link in the description below and get started today.
You know what I always find so amusing? When people are like, be careful of Brittany Renner. Watch out for Brittany Renner. The big bad scary gold-digging whore. I would never want my son with a girl like her. Listen, those of you who have the strongest opinions about me genuinely want me to stick my whole tongue in your ass. You just don't know how to ask for it. Ever since I ruined my reputation, I'm free to be myself. And that's really what a lot of you hate to see, because you live a lie every single day. You're settling every single day. You're miserable every single day. And here I am, 30, flirty, and thriving. Oh, you could never. You could never. You could never be Brittany Renner, babe. But you know what I love? I love that you know this ain't that and that ain't this. Because y'all know who to play with.
If you don't care about what random people say, then why are you throwing water in their face for mentioning PJ Washington? Brittany Renner has officially gone insane. She's literally having a mental breakdown and using social media as her therapist. And this is what happens when you destroy your public image by bragging about using your beauty to manipulate men. She tried to become a villain to appeal to an audience that only celebrates her when she makes bad decisions. And now that the Yes Queen Mafia has left her for the next pretty face, all she has left in her comments are haters. Unfortunately for Brittany, it's probably only downhill from here because the wall is undefeated. Till next time.
If it's an issue, we gon' solve them. I got 99 problems I can go through by myself. You